Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you slept well. I figured, well, William didn't have school this morning, so I slept in a little later than I wanted to, but hey, it works. I wanted to take time before I get these started to say cheers, and I am grateful and thankful for the fallen soldiers, United States soldiers, who have fought and died for this country, for our freedoms. There's a lot of people out there that think that it's to be celebrated in a positive way. And maybe that's the way they would want it, but we're still going to honor them. Because they didn't have to. They chose to, most of them. Were some of them in wars that they didn't want to be in? I'm pretty sure they were. There were wars that, as Americans, we were like looking at it like, what the actual deuce are you doing? But they fought for us anyway. So here's to those that have fought and died for us, and for their families who lost a son or a daughter to these wars, and to any other conflict that they fought in and died for our freedoms. We realize and we understand as Americans that freedom isn't free, but you did what you felt was right, and sometimes you were pushed to do things that you didn't want to do because some of our government people were assholes, but you still did it. So again, here's to those who have fought and died for our freedoms. We are going to take this Memorial Day, or at least in this house, and take some time, and I know there's going to be other houses that do the same thing, and we're not going to celebrate, because a lot of people celebrate it and see it as just another day, just a, barbecues and sales and whatever. What I honestly think we should do as American citizens, the ones that are proud to be American citizens and understand truly your sacrifices, we should take a moment of silence, or a whole day of silence, to honor you, to show love to you. Give a wake to those that have, because a lot of the soldiers, I'm pretty sure, would want a wake, not a funeral, right? So give a wake to, in some form or another, to honor you, to talk about the great things that you have done as a person and whatever. So William just pulled up, so I'm going to have to pause this for now, and I will continue it later. Cheers, everybody. Peace. Alright, he has gone. Now, he's gonna go play with a friend. So, he had to change his shirt. He started out with a sweatshirt, came back with a t-shirt, came back to get a t-shirt. Before we get this started, I'm gonna go get a refill. I'll be right back. Alright, now that we're back, Amazon dropping stuff off. Anyway, so let's get started, shall we? Now that we honored our military. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, back again. Okay, before we get into this, I want to see what we got here. Cool beans. Ooh, okay, yes, I definitely want to show this. I can't remember what I ordered with these. I'll have to look. So, now, the big thing, the main thing that I ordered is this. And this is a Taurus, actual Taurus bracelet. Like the one, except for this one beaded. So, when I do wear I'm not wearing it today, obviously. But when I wear my jewelry, I can wear this on the arm that I wear that other Taurus bracelet on. And then, so that's what this is. My aunt, actually, let's see if this fits quick. My aunt sent me an e-card for my birthday. And of course, yes, that's what I spent it on. Got to the cards yet today, guys. It's really pretty. I'm gonna have to turn the heat off here soon, and I had to turn it on because it was pretty cold. But anyway, we'll just leave that in there. This, it says Taurus on it. So, like I said, so we're not gonna worry about that. So then we got these. This is these are because I am scared of getting actual tattoos. I don't like needles, and I know these will only last so long. So I got some of these. They're just the fake tattoos. I'm scared of needles. I don't like them. I don't like pain. I've got these. Oh. Okay, I know what these are. Okay. I'll have to open these off camera. And I got this one. I'll open these off camera because it'll take too long to open them. And then I was supposed to get, I wasn't sure what time they were going to show up today. I know I was supposed to get these today, but I wasn't sure what time. That back there. Okay, this snazzy thing is if you have an altar for whatever, this is supposed to be for that. I'm gonna leave it wrapped up. It's really pretty. So this is for like your altar that you do your burning and your sages, and possibly for whatever deity that works with you. Okay? And then, ooh, that's hard as a rock. Again, I will open this off camera because I don't want to break anything. But these are the things that I got for that gift card. I know what these two things are. I just haven't opened them yet. So tomorrow after my shower, I'm going to try to put one of these on. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it on yet. There's several of them in here. I won't put these on my face, however, although I might put one like right here where these wrinkles are, if I can find one that's small enough to put there. But yeah, okay, let's get down to business now, shall we? Okay. Again, I will open all of these officially off camera, and so that's the way we will work that. Okay, down to the brass knuckles. I don't know why. Okay, this one wanted to stay in the box. Why did you want to stay in the box? Usually if they stay in the box, I take that as someone walking past the house. I take that as a sign that it's something that wanted to hide, and it's a card that's important. Compromise. Compromise is not submission. Okay? So, so we're going off of what's going on today, okay? Those that died for our country, okay? The soldiers that died for our country, they did it because they wanted to. They compromised, but they weren't submitting to anybody, okay? So we'll think of it like that, okay? Their compromise didn't mean they were submitting to anybody. If you've ever known anybody from the military of any branch, they are extremely loving, but at the same time they understand the structure of how everything actually works. Defending our country, they understand the ins and outs and the upside downs and all of that. And sometimes they understand that they have to compromise even though they don't want to, and they understand it doesn't mean they're submitting to any damn body. Have you ever been around people that have military families? High Priestess came out. What else did we get? Move some of these things, shall we? So the High Priestess is talking about and that she understands. She's trying to open your eyes to what's really going on. Okay, that's what the soldiers are doing. The ones that are saying what's really going on in the military, what's really going on here, what's really going on there, they are trying to open everybody's eyes. And there's more people outside the military that are as well, but you see a lot of them inside the military saying, hey, what the fluff is up with this, right? Then you have King of Wands in reverse. This is saying they didn't want to have to sacrifice themselves. They didn't want to have to go to these wars. They didn't want any part of it. Some of the wars we actually got dragged into by other countries. They didn't want to have to do that, but they did anyway. Again, we're falling back on compromise, okay? They didn't want to, but they compromised. It didn't mean they were submitting to anything. Sorry, these cards are all coming out. Which means they are not done speaking. We'll get to those ones in a minute. Okay, so. Next, you have some of them. With the Ace of Pentacles, they knew they weren't going to be coming home. Some of them went over there and knew they weren't going to be coming home to anybody. They understood already that the price, because some of them had been in the military generations and generations and generations, so they understood that some people do not come home. Okay? They understood that there was a possibility they may not come home. Okay? And I think that's why a lot of their siblings or their parents or loved ones were telling them, don't go. But they chose to do it anyway. Okay? They chose that life. Okay? You may not like their choices, but that's what they did. Queen of Swords in reverse. They might have left wives or husbands at home, because these days now for a lot of years, I think now the women fight too, so they might have left a husband or a wife at home. Okay, heartbroken. Not by, like I said, they understood already what could happen. Hangman in reverse. Like again, they chose to fight. Okay, they chose the life. Okay, there's a lot of people that join the military not because they are expecting to go to war, but because just in case it happens, they're willing to put in and sacrifice themselves for our country, good, bad, or indifferent. You have the Magician out here, okay? In some cards, the Magician, he's got even the Magician, he's talking about, he's got it all. He's got everything he needs right here, right now. He's got, he knows everything that he's got on the table. He knows he's got the ear of God, and he also understands that this is the as above, so below, and reverse. Okay, but he was doing it for God and country. Okay, that's what he understood. God and country. That's what he was doing it for. Whether he understood that he was doing it for the highest of all of the, highest of all, or if he or she understood the sacrifice that needed to be done. He understood it. He understood, let's put it this way, he understood the assignment. Okay? Understood this assignment. And he worked through all of the mental and physical and emotional toll that it would take on him or her. Okay, they worked on. They didn't. That wasn't time to focus on the mental, physical, emotional shit that they would go through and see. They had to force it aside and work through it and deal with it later. With some that went into the military, however, they didn't come back. Some of them that actually made it through, the vets, before they died, you see a lot of them that are off balance. You see a lot of them that are off balance. Because they've seen some shit that I don't think anybody should have to ever see, but they saw it. So that was, again, that's the price of war. That's the price of going and fighting for the country that you love. Okay? And then you have the Two of Cups here, which is our final well, not our final card yet. Two of Cups. They did it for love. Okay? They did it for love. In this case, however, it was for the love of their country. Okay? And wanting a better future for all of us. Okay? That's what they truly did it for. Now, there's a lot of people that say, oh, we hate this country and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, why are you still here if you hate it? So your final three cards, you got a resurrection. You had the death, now you're heading for a resurrection or a rebirth. A lot of these soldiers might have been indigenous, and indigenous people especially believe in reincarnation, coming back again. So they may have come back into somebody else. So you'll see some people that seem to have that military mindset from the time they were little tiny children. Like things are da 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 da. Okay? It's that soldier being reincarnated. And again, a death and a resurrection. Okay? Hold on, buddy. You have the Page of Pentacles. They also, some of them actually did it for, some of them did it for the financial and to learn something. Some of them do it because it gets them through, it helps them pay for things like a higher education if they choose to have that. And the final card is, the drum roll please, is Eight of Pentacles, or Eight of Cups. So this is somebody walking away. Some of them actually before they actually there's an actual term for this, okay? And they chose to walk away. They got into the military, didn't like what they saw, chose to leave, but they didn't do it in the proper manner, and they walked away. And they could have been, some of those were vets for a while, and then they might have passed away anyway. But there was a lot of them that actually walked away from it, and it was their choice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot longer than what I normally do. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I love you all. Peace.